angle cam. Hello everybody, Trinity here. The eggs and the incubator have come in. Yay! So I promise I did not start opening into the eggs without you. I just opened the box to be able to see that it was in fact the shipped eggs. Alright, so we're going to get to, now we can expect some will be broken. And we'll just go egg by egg to see how they are. I ordered extra, and most people who are shipping eggs send you extras, more than you pay for, because they expect some to get broken in shipping. So we'll get to see what's what here. Goodness, this is really strong packing tape, like ridiculously strong packing tape. Let's see how, this isn't even my eggs. So my eggs must be, where the fuck are my eggs? Okay, so I had to restart and redo because I started showing how to open the box and I had left the label in a very clear view so that everybody could see my address and the sender's address. And I'm not very good at editing, so I just took the label off and we're going to pretend like we're opening it now. Ooh, magic, magic, opening box. Okay. So, this is my first ever set of shipped eggs that I have attempted to hatch. I've gone through many hatches before with local eggs and eggs from my own chickens, but I've never done shipped eggs, and they're a little bit different. There's a few things you have to do before you can put them into the incubator so that you'll get a good hatch rate. They always kind of send extras, though in this case it doesn't look like they did. I ordered 2 dozen, so it looks like I got exactly that. Let's all be prepared for some of the eggs to be broken, and we'll just go through them one by one and see what shape they're in. Alright, let's see if I can show you guys without, like, risking knocking anything over. If I drop these eggs, I'm going to be so upset. So, here's the inside of the box with the shipped eggs. Now, I have got my bottle of 70% rubbing alcohol. I have disinfected my hands. I disinfected the outside of the box. You cannot spray the inside of the box. Eggs are porous and they will absorb the alcohol and it will destroy the eggs, so you can't use them anymore. The good news is the only person who's had any contact with this box is the actual chicken keeper themselves. They're on lockdown. They're not symptomatic, and they went straight to their chicken coop, took the eggs straight inside, straight into the box, straight to the mailbox. So there's been virtually no external contact with the eggs. Alright, so now it's time to see what's in the box. To keep my hair out of my face, I just grabbed the nearest headband. It may look ridiculous. I think it's cute, so it's a heck of a lot better than me touching my face constantly through the video and setting a horrible example for everybody. Okay, here we go. We're going to go one by one through the eggs and see what condition they're in. Alright, so this first egg that I already unwrapped, it's a brown egg. It's in perfect shape. And if I drop one, I am going to put my head in the blender. So let's avoid that as much as possible. Alright, egg number 2. Looks like another brown egg. Be very careful. This is a tan egg, in very good shape. And what you want to do, when you have shipped eggs, they need to settle. The yolk needs to settle, the air sac inside the egg needs to settle, so you can't put them straight into the incubator. They have to sit with their pointy side down for 24 hours while they reach a proper room temperature and all of the contents of the egg, I'm having a really hard time getting that out. There we go. And the contents of the egg all stabilize before you warm them up. The neat thing about chicken eggs is they can be on hold for up to 10 days after they've been laid. It's really kind of cool. So as long as you keep that temperature down under 95, the eggs will stay in stasis. So it's perfectly fine to let them sit even for a few days. That's why they can be shipped and still be alright. There is a lower hatch rate with shipped eggs, but you can still get quite a few birds out of it. And in this particular time period, it was faster and safer for me to order them and have just one person who was already in lockdown, had no contact with the outside world when they were shipped. It was just a lot safer with my autoimmune disorder and everything else. Now, I'm going to have you take a close look at something on this egg. In case you're getting eggs and you see this. See if I can get that in. So you can see this blemish on the egg. It's like a bump in the shell. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this egg. It has nothing to do with the little unborn chickie that will be inside of it. It's just a natural variation in the shell formation in the hen. Okay. So I think I'm going to put this, actually just set it in the box so I'm not holding it, because I don't want to drop anything. I have hair on my face. Okay, is that better? Oh, okay. Alright, let me try to readjust the headband. Holy crap. Alright. Am I pretty yet? Alright. Egg number 3. These eggs all, so far, are looking like they're in perfect condition. I'm really, really happy with it. The nice thing is the woman who sent me these, I bought them from, she shipped them at the highest priority. So they got handled less and went through less processes. So this is I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but this is a pink egg, which some people don't know this, but you can get chickens that lay all different colors of rainbow eggs. And this should have a mix of a bunch. So we've seen a brown and 2 pink tan eggs so far. There should be some greens and blues mixed in here as well. And there's hereditary traits in the chickens and how they breed with each other that determines what color eggs they'll lay. These are supposed to be a good mix of a bunch of different colors. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they actually are. Not that that's the most important part in what we're doing here, but everybody loves pretty colored chicken eggs. So, compare it to the others. Okay, so no, these 2 eggs were tan. This one's pink. Alright. Again, perfectly, just absolutely gorgeous eggs. They're really, really good condition. The eggs are all unwashed. You cannot wash eggs that you're going to hatch. There is a coating over them that is on them when the chicken lays the eggs, and it protects them from bacteria, viruses, all sorts of other things getting inside to get to the chick. If you take that coating off, what you usually are going to see, the eggs will start to develop, and then the chicks will start dying in the shells throughout the hatch. So regardless of the virus or not, you would always want to sterilize your hands like I did before you handle the eggs. And you want to handle them as little as possible. So like I said, make sure they go point down, big side up. That's the side with the air cell. We want that to stabilize all the air in the egg to rise to the top as they sit for 24 hours. Ooh, this one's a pretty brown. God, these eggs are beautiful. Wow, it's beautiful. This is egg number 5, intact. So far we've got brown, tan, and 1 kind of considered pink egg. Egg number 6. Another really nice brown. Again, another flawless egg. Another really good brown. Ooh, what color are you? Oh, that's pretty. So this is a cream egg. Cream colored egg is how they referred to. You'll notice that this egg is, let's see if I can kind of hold it up. It's a little bit bigger than the others. I think this is an Australorp egg. They are usually usually they're black Australorps. I can't remember if there's other colors of Australorps, but they are specifically an egg-laying bird, and they are bred to put out really big eggs. So I'm pretty sure that's an Australorp. Some eggs you can kind of get an idea of the breed of the chicken by looking at. Others you can't. So far, I'm not finding any blue or green eggs, but we've still got a ways to go. So here is another brown egg. The cool part, too, with this is a barnyard mix, mostly of egg-laying birds. So we have no idea what the chicks are going to look like. We're going to get all kinds of different looking chicks coming out of these eggs. So it's a complete mystery as to what's going to be in each. This one, unlike the Australorp, oh, is it? Yeah, this one looks as pale as the big off-colored one that I had. It's a slightly different shape. It's a lot smaller, so I have no idea what's in this egg. Should have put it point down. Some of these can be a little hard to tell which is point down. Alright, egg number 11. We've got a large-sized pink tan egg. Again, this one's really big. Oh my goodness, we got one, I'm so excited. We got, let's see, is this, yes, we have our first blue egg. Oh my goodness, so excited. Oh my gosh, I hope the chicken that comes out of this is a female, so that I can have my very own blue eggs to hatch, or to collect. It's great. This is probably an Americana, also often called an Easter egger. So that is the 12th egg in the first dozen. And let's put that. So all of the eggs in the first dozen are completely intact, which is absolutely great. I'm very, very pleased with that. Alright, so this is egg number 1 in the second dozen. Ooh, we got our first broken egg. Yep. We don't know if you can see this on it. I'll kind of bring it up so you can let it focus. Yeah, you can see it's broken right there. If this were one of my own eggs from one of my own chickens, I would probably just seal it up. I have gotten chicks out of an egg with this kind of break before, but because this has been shipped, and I don't know its details as well, I'm just going to throw it out instead of worrying about it. It's entirely possible bacteria has already gotten in here and ruined the egg, so I want to have the best chance possible for each of the eggs I put in there to hatch. There's a reason for me doing that. If an egg in there, if you want to candle your eggs regularly to be able to see, catch all of the ones that have died as quickly as possible or that aren't viable and remove them, because they will very quickly begin to grow bacteria, and that bacteria can spread to the other healthy eggs and chicks, and it can lead to a complete failure of the hatch. So it's very, very important that you keep a close eye on your incubating eggs, and make sure that you remove any that have died or are cracked like that really quickly. On the flip side of that, we'll get into in another video, not whether you can tell if there is any that have died or not, but we'll put that in another video. Alright, so, egg number 14. Alright, another very, very pretty pink egg. Again, I'm not sure how well the difference between the pink and the tan show up on the camera, but it's a really nice pink. This one is brown. Here, let me just put it next to the pink so you can maybe see the difference a little bit. You notice that the pink one has like this high sheen on it. So this is a lighter brown egg. This is a pink egg. So I hope you can see the difference in those. Like I said, if I drop one of these, I'm going to freak out. So I'm going to be really careful and come up. Yeah, I think the camera's picking it up. So the pink egg right here and the light brown egg right here. Alright. So 15, egg number 15. Ooh, that's really pretty. This is another big one. This is a big tan egg. Again, probably from one of the egg-producing birds. Obviously, they all produce eggs very well, but there are some chickens that are bred specifically to be high producers and produce much larger than typical eggs. So that's what we're looking at here. And again, just make sure everything's going in there, point down. Double check. Perfect. Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15, we have to start out 16. So this is egg 17. So far, we've only gotten one blue egg. Oh! Oh no! It's a green egg and it's broken. Oh. That is so disappointing. Oh no. I'm sorry, little not yet a chicken. You have to go away. I'm hoping in these last couple we get some more like blue and green eggs, like at least one more. Here is, I think this would categorize as a white egg, which, by the way, I've never had a fertile white egg before. I've always raised browns, tans, and other varieties of colors, so that will be interesting. It'll be probably a very different looking bird than what I'm used to. I'll have to look it up once it's hatched, its little markings and colors, and try to guess what its parents were. So this is a light tan egg. Again, it's a large one. I'm guessing this probably came from an Australorp. Very nice. So where are we? 19. So this is egg 20. And we've got another brown. Even the browns in this, though, are really smooth, really nicely colored. These are very, very healthy birds. So, these last 4 eggs, we'll see if we got any other bright colored ones. I don't know. Wow, this one's big. Like, really big. Holy, wow. Look at that. That one is really, really big. That's really nice. That must have been very difficult for the chicken that laid that. And we've got another, are you pink or tan? You're tan. We've got another light tan egg, again, really good size. This is egg 23, we're almost done. So this is a darker, yeah, this is one of the darker browns. I'm really blown away by these eggs quality. They're really, really nice. These are some really healthy birds. Very nice. Yeah. Last egg, number 24. What's it gonna be? It looks like we have another white egg. So we only got one blue egg, but we did get several pinks, tans, browns, light browns. So we did get a good variety of birds. This should be really, really beautiful. All in all, out of 24 shipped eggs, we have 22 intact that will be able to go into the incubator tomorrow afternoon. Time to open the incubator box. Alright, let's go. Let's see if I can do this without cutting off any fingers or toes for anybody. And then, there we go. Excuse me, kitten, I don't want to cut you. Or me. I'm so excited! This new incubator, all of my my other incubators that I've used for egg hatching have been the styrofoam type. Hang on. So all of my other incubators have been the styrofoam kind, which I have really great luck with hatching eggs. No problem at all. But the best you can get for egg hatching is a cabinet incubator. And the ones they make specifically that they tell you are for chicken eggs, they will charge you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. However, many very clever chicken keepers have figured out that if you buy a reptile incubator, it does the exact same thing, they're exactly the same, but they only cost you like $130 to $200. This one I paid $155 for. It will set up to 118 eggs. Completely reliable. It doesn't have the same problems as a styrofoam incubator where you really have to watch the temperature shifting is bad. And this is the one everybody recommends. This is the Reptipro 6000, which is a new and improved version. Like the one from a couple years ago, I guess, had a few glitches in it, but the company is really communicative with their customers. And they have made sure to repair or fix like any of the little design issues. So let's get a look at this here. Alright, this is the incubator. It's not heavy at all. It looks really great. So let me get down here and see this. Alright. So these are the shelves. You can adjust them. They slide into different placements. Instructions. And all of our cords. Yay! So what you're going to want to do if you get an incubator, any incubator, before you actually put eggs in it, you need to have it set up and running for 24 hours and make sure that it's fully heated and that the temperature is steady. There will be a thermostat on the incubator itself, but it's always recommended to put an extra thermometer, preferably two, analog thermometer, inside the incubator at 2 different locations to make sure that the temperature is actually where it says it is. And tomorrow when we actually go to set the eggs, I'll put those in beforehand and I'll show you those. Alright, so thank you very much for being with me while we unbox the chicken hatching supplies. I'm going to get all of the footage edited together tonight and get it up by tomorrow. I'm going to release update videos as we go through the hatch. Probably not every single day because it's not good to handle the eggs too much, but you do need to candle them to look at how they're developing at certain days, and I will explain that process as we go through it. I'm also going to write an article and put it up on the website that goes over from day 1 all the way through the hatch with instructions on hatching eggs at home to go along with this kind of hatch along that you're watching with me. So if you like the videos and you want to see more content, please subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when I have new videos out. I'm going to put my website in the description below, as well as the links to some of the products that I'm using, including this incubator, in case you're interested in looking at it. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!